Over the next 60 minutes, I'm going to attempt to do what most in the agency space would deem impossible by creating a brand new lead magnet from scratch, the entire thing that I'm going to use to attract brand new clients for a new agency that I just launched called Mason Flow only 2 weeks ago. Now, I've documented that entire process on YouTube for the benefit of you guys, and I'm going to give that entire agency away to one of you to get your feet off the ground in this industry. And I'm not just going to give you a ready-built business. I'm also going to buy you a brand new MacBook Pro so you've got all the equipment you need, and I'm going to give you 12 months access to the all-in-one agency management software high level, which you'll use to manage both your agency and the results that you're going to get for your clients. So this is an all-in-one ready to go agency for free, and all you got to do to enter and be in for a chance is drop a comment down below and let me know the position you're in right now and why you want to launch an agency. Now, this isn't my first rodeo. I launched another agency from scratch last year. I built the whole thing, signed up a couple of clients in under a week, gave it away to one of you guys. And I also own a multi-7-figure, that's a multi-million-dollar agency right now called Affluent.co. I launched it 7 years ago. We've helped people from all over the world generate literally millions in revenue. And as a result of that, I've helped thousands of other people start agencies of their own on this YouTube channel and through our education business. So that's enough of my accolades. Let's get into this. This is the agency that we built, okay? We did this a couple of weeks ago. If you haven't watched this series yet, go ahead and watch this first of all. You're going to love it. I document the entire process. It's always been my mission to give more away for free than most people would have you pay for, and I don't just talk the talk, I walk the talk, and I'm actually going to show you this shit, you know? It's not the theory. This is what you actually do to build a real business. So this is Mason Flow, and we randomly selected a niche, we randomly selected a location, we came up with Toronto and bricklayers, so masonry businesses, hence Mason Flow. The domain is masonflow.ai. It's not connected yet because I don't want loads of people spamming the contact us form. And we wrote all of this copy on video. You can go and watch it all. And what we decided we're going to do, and I say I decided I'm going to do, with the help of you guys on the subconscious sitting on the other end of the screen feeding me with those messages, I decided that I'm going to launch a lead magnet to attract clients for this. And that lead magnet is a free AI marketing strategy. Now, this isn't my core service. The core service we're going to offer is Google Ads for these masonry businesses. But I want to offer a lead magnet in a way to attract people and provide free upfront value and position myself as an industry leader. Now, for those of you that don't know what a lead magnet is, it is as it sounds. It's a magnet, so if you imagine a free resource or a low-cost resource, which we use to attract leads for our business. Because when we're trying to sell as a new business owner, our potential customers need to know, like, and trust us. And one of the easiest ways that we can help them know, like, and trust us is by providing some free value up front to them, just like this YouTube video you're watching of mine right now. I'm providing a ton of free value up front to you, and then some of you guys, only a select group, some point, you're going to be suitable for one of our education products. Maybe you want to work with us one-to-one. You're going to come to us because you already know, you like, you trust me because I've delivered a lot of value to you up front. That is how this marketing game works, and that's exactly what we're applying when it comes to this lead magnet. Now, do you need a lead magnet when you're launching an agency? Absolutely not. Will it help you in the early stages? Well, that's dependent on how good the product is. If the product is shit, it's probably going to hurt you, right? But I'm going to go through this process because usually I talk to you guys and teach you guys how to just directly sell your service. And you can directly sell. I want to stipulate this. There are 1,000 ways to do this right. I'm just showing you an alternative right now by going ahead and creating this lead magnet. Now, I've got under an hour. I don't know how I'm going to create this yet. I've never created this exact lead magnet before, so it's going to be an interesting process. So with that in mind, I'm going to stop wasting time and actually get into this. So you can go watch the other videos if you want to see the website. What we've already done is we've gone through the process of laying all the foundations, all the things on screen. We've decided the service, the agency name, the logo, the website, obviously. We've generated a bunch of leads already. We've built the outreach strategy. We've wrote the email scripts and the cold call scripts as well. And we built out this Notion document, which is an overview of absolutely everything we've got going on for this agency, okay? So the location, you get the idea. You can screenshot this right now or pause on screen if you want to read through this. And you can also see the outreach scripts that we've written out as well. These are direct sale outreach scripts and are not linked to the lead magnet just yet. Although hopefully if we've got time at the end of this video, we will go through writing some new outreach scripts for the lead magnet itself. Okay, so feel free to check that out in your own time. What I'm just going to do is just create a bit of a plan right now on the things that we need to do in order to build this lead magnet out. So build lead magnet. That's going to be the thing that we're going to do, at least in this video. We might have time to do some other content. So as always, guys, this series has been led by you, and I want to make sure that I'm over delivering to all of you. So if you want me to go a step further and not just finish this series when I build this lead magnet today, but if you want me to then develop the ad strategy, okay, because we might want to put some spend behind this lead magnet and see if we can generate some people through that. And if you want me to then write this further scripts, okay, then we can look at doing that. And then we can also develop a scaling strategy as well, I suppose. Or develop a launch strat. So if there's hunger for it, and only if there's hunger for it, I'm only going to be creating the content if you guys actually want this stuff from me, okay? I don't want to waste my time nor your time by putting you through content that you don't want. If you want me to develop the ad strategy, you want me to write further scripts, you want me to develop a launch strategy for this agency, then I will do that for you. But what we're going to start off with today is building this lead magnet product out. Okay, I'm just going to very quickly take a whole bunch of different supplements. I'm a bit of a biohacker. I take 50 supplements a day. I haven't had my focus ones today, and I feel like I'm going to need them. If you want a little hack, okay, for those of you guys, I've got a bit of saffron here. I've got a bit of dopamine. I've got a little bit of DMAE, and I've got qualia mind and notable focus. This is my current focus stack. And it makes me feel pleasantly zoned in, okay? It really shuts the ADHD mind up. Oh, let's do it. Okay, I'm ready. I'm ready with a lovely bit of Colombian coffee there for us as well. And no, that is not a hidden message. So let's do this. What I'm going to be using, and I've done this, I've used this throughout, is I'm going to be using Claude AI. I used to use ChatGPT quite a lot, but now I use Claude as my number one AI platform. And this is by design. Claude has an AI in general. It's just enabled us to save so much time in the business. And if you're not using AI right now in your agency, then you really are wasting a huge amount of man hours on a daily basis, when you could have computers doing a lot of stuff for you. But the key is you have to know how to do the thing that you're trying to do through AI if you want to get a good product. You can't just go on AI and replicate. I want to stipulate, you can't just go on AI and do what I'm about to do here and create your own lead magnet for whatever you want without having an understanding of what a good lead magnet is. So as I'm going through this process, I'm going to explain to you guys and document as much as possible why I'm choosing to say the things and make the decisions that I'm making, okay? Now, the first thing I'm going to do, and the key really for using any AI tool, is we want to develop as much context or get as much context as possible. So I'm actually going to download this, the actual website here. So I'm going to download this so we've got some context, and this will allow us to, so Mason Flow landing page, and this will give us some baseline context that we can upload into Claude. Okay. So if I take this and I upload it and I chuck it in there, and then if I also take the Notion page that we created as well, and we download that bad boy and download it as a PDF, same thing. So the key really is just as much context as possible when we're doing something like this. We want to make sure that Mason Flow context, okay, and then let's just make sure that zip folder is there. Sweet. And I'm going to get that uploaded into this as well. Okay. Nice. So, place to begin. Let's just create a bit of a baseline. So, I recommend this app, by the way. It's called Voice In. It allows you to talk, which just saves so much time. And I'll just call this Creating a Lead Magnet. Man, I felt like that intro was very, very high energy. I feel like I just zenned out a little bit since the start of that. Okay, let's do it. So, I would like your help on creating a lead magnet. This is going to be a free lead magnet that I'm going to use to attract and build authority with masonry businesses for my new agency called Mason Flow. I would like you to research the documents that I've attached. One of them is the landing page for the new agency, and the other is some notes on the agency itself and some information and even some outreach scripts. Full stop. After you've researched those documents, can you please create a short plan for how we can develop this lead magnet called the free AI marketing strategy? And then I would like your help on building this product out. And I have under 60 minutes to do this. So let's make sure we are as efficient as possible and that throughout this process, you are acting like a world-class marketer. Okay. Thank you. So before we get into the content of this AI marketing strategy, can you please propose 5 different formats for this lead magnet? For example, do we deliver this in the form of an ebook, and so therefore a PDF, or does this come in the form of a keynote presentation, or maybe it's in the form of a Loom video? Personally, I think it has to be something personal and bespoke to the individual. So I'm thinking we need to create this so it can be templatized, and then we can fill in parts of the information in order to make it feel as personal as possible. That's a horrible problem. You can see I'm just trying to just get my thoughts out. But actually, you'd just be surprised at, like, sometimes you just need to articulate your thoughts to the best of your ability and just allow AI to do its thing and see what you come up with. So personalize a PDF report. Okay, so interactive work, but my vision for this is it just needs, I want it to be, the reason why we're doing free AI marketing strategy is because specifically, and this is very key to understand the thought processes behind these things. Masonry business owners, bricklayers and so on, they're quite archaic business owners, okay? They're not very tech savvy. They're normally kind of like 1 to 3 man bands, and they don't really have a good website. They're not really hot on social media. And so when we then throw something like AI into the mix, it's like, whoa, it's like this big new shiny object. So we want to use that buzzword, but we need to not just grab their attention, but we have to back it up by then actually providing value. And we need to be really careful about the way that we execute it here. We can't be doing this in a way that is going to confuse the customer, okay? Because it's very easy, if we're showing them something new and shiny, it's very easy for us to confuse them. It has to be taught to them or explained to them in a way that is very, very simple, okay? So, yeah, let's have a little look. So interactive workbook and video explainers, well, I don't have time to do that, but that could be good, like a little mini course. But we don't want to presume that they'll have the time. If it's free, the likelihood of them actually watching the video content is incredibly slim. Customized slide deck presentation, provide a web-based dashboard, AI personalized video series record. Okay. So, I mean, it's really going to be my 2 main suggestions, isn't it? It's going to be a presentation deck, or it's going to be a PDF report of some sort. I'm thinking that a PDF report might feel like a bit of an overwhelm. Let me see if we can, first of all, let's see if we can find anything similar. Can you see if you can find any similar documents online and send me over links to those documents so I can research them? I'm thinking it's going to need to be like a slide deck, and then on each slide we can have an individual point. So that might be AI appointment setting, that might be AI content creation, whatever that is. So we're going to give them a bunch of ideas for how they can use AI for their marketing in their business. So let's have a look at some of these things that we've got. So we've got, I'm going to go over to Google as well and just see if we can, let's see if we can, if we can go, so free AI marketing strategy. Let's see what we can find. AI marketing strategy generator. That's interesting. Masonry business growth channel. Let's go social media. And can I put anything else in there? No. It's going to guarantee it's going to ask for an email address, and I don't want to give you an email address right now. So let's just see. Purpose. Is that it? Table of contents. Well, that's shit. It's literally just like a ChatGPT output. Okay, fine. Well, I don't think that needs to be the case. So what else? AI-powered marketing playbook. Let's have a look at some of these then. So let's see what we've got. Okay, that's not helpful. Okay. Did you just make them links up? Did they just make all of that up? Outrageous. I should have made this clear, these not functioning links. Okay, well, let's use ChatGPT. Okay. I didn't give it the context. That'll help. I would like you to research any lead magnets that you can find online and send me links for anything related to free AI marketing strategy, especially if it relates to lead generation. It's not really what I'm after either. Yeah. Lead magnet generator. So this really isn't, this is not really what I'm after here. Like, what is this? Is that just a... I mean, why have you done that? Okay, well, I'm going to presume this doesn't exist. You know? You have the power to create compelling content and drive traffic through to your website. Okay, what have we got going on then? Let's try this out. Task aid. With our AI-powered lead magnet generator, you have the power to create compelling content or drive traffic to your website in seconds. Choose a topic, determine the format for the lead magnet, and outline the content, write the content, design the lead magnet, set up a landing page. We don't need to do that. Interesting. Okay. Shall we see if we can use this? Do I want to use this? Oh, let's give it a go. Screw it. Come on, go away. Isn't that just like the most annoying thing, like a forced... Okay, what have we got? Getting started. Don't get me on getting started. Let me search. I hate these tools. This is like a lead magnet in itself. You know, it's like the big over-promise and under-deliver. What are you doing? These stupid tools. Like, what is this? What the hell is that thing? Yeah. Bye. And create this myself. I don't need this shit. Okay, I'd like to get started with the creation of this lead magnet can you please propose 5 steps that we need to take in order to create this product? We're going to go with a presentation deck, which will be sent over to the potential customer as a PDF, and we're going to make sure that this content is customizable. So what are the 5 steps, or it doesn't have to be 5 steps, it could be under that. What are the steps that we need to take in order to create this lead magnet? Okay, fine. So with that in mind, what I would like you to do is create the outline for each slide of this presentation. I'm thinking it doesn't need to be more than 6 slides, maybe 7, with one being a title slide, the next being a content slide, as in the contents outlined, and then the next being some gumph on how AI is helping businesses grow. And then we can go into some strategies. In fact, actually, what I'm thinking is we should have a title slide. We should have a content slide. We should then have a opportunity slide, which is some information on AI. And then we should have we should have 3 sections of free value, which tell the user how they can implement AI, or at least some systems that they could be using to improve their business. So whilst we're doing this, I'm just going to plan this out myself. Let's just create. So this is what I'm thinking. So I'm thinking we have like title. I'm thinking we have contents. I think we have so we have their logo on this, then we have content, then we have opportunity, or just like AI stats, and then we have the opportunity, and I'm thinking like this is competitors, like no competitors or get ahead. Okay. And then this is going to be strategy 1, strategy 2, strategy 3. And then we're going to have call to action. Okay, so we're going to have a title with this product and their logo. We're then going to have content. And we're going to have, so what's going to be included? We're then going to have AI stats. We're then going to have the opportunities, so how they can get ahead of their competition. We're then going to have 3 strategies that they could use, okay, and how they can do it. So a little bit about the how, and then a call to action to work with us. Now I'm thinking it might be good for us to actually just go through this on a Loom video, and we deliver this to them in a Loom video. So yeah, let's see. Okay, so let's go back to this. This is the format I think we should follow for the presentation. Do you think I'm missing anything from this? Bear in mind that this is a free lead magnet and I don't want to overwhelm them here. I want to just express the opportunity there is at hand here and provide them some free value. So in theory, they could go and implement these strategies themselves, but then at the end, just call to action to working with our agency so we can implement it for them. Okay, what I'm thinking is, I think I've got a bit of an idea here. This is going to be pretty cool. This is quite a unique, I want this to be unique. I want you to see like that you can come up with unique ideas, and this is how we as marketers stand out from everyone. So, okay. Please can you come up with and write all of the content for all of the slides, bearing in mind that I don't want it to be too text heavy and I want to make sure that we are addressing our ICP correctly. Remember, these are masonry businesses and they are not particularly tech savvy, and therefore we need to make sure the tonality is layman's terms. What's and I feel like I draw this point home all the time. What's important to understand about AI is it really just saves a huge amount of time, but you yourself as the business owner have to be able to think critically and be able to not just accept the first answer, because it's very easy for someone inexperienced to come into this right now and just create a dog shit product. Like that's likely to happen for most people who aren't thinking critically. So like if you just accepted, let's say this first answer, and we've got like 3 strategies here: personalized lead generation, optimize ad targeting, enhance customer engagement. Like they're a little bit weak, they're a little bit wishy-washy. So like it's not really the best strategy. It's kind of generic, and so like you want to build out this with a lot more. You want to build this out with a lot more substance. So cool. We can get the content in, then we're going to do the design and stuff afterwards. So the power of AI, your untapped opportunity, 3 AI strategies to grow your masonry business. Next steps. Okay, so I think that we do this. I'm going to add another slide, which is going to be like benefits. So I suppose what this is turning into, this lead magnet is actually turning into like a mini VSL right now. I mean, screw it. Let's do it. That's what it's turning into. It's what it's turning into. So we're going to have, let's make this smaller. Okay, and let's get the Mason Flow logo. Okay, and let's just say let's just make this up for one of these clients right now. So let's just take. Here we got Toronto Masonry. Let's take one of these guys. So Red Robin Masonry. There you go. Just get your website up. Let's take that logo. Let's get it in here. Okay. Now we can deal with the design later. It's not the most beautiful looking thing right now, but we can get this sorted. Well, I say it's not the most beautiful, it's pretty clapped, is the real honest truth. We can just get that down the bottom there. That'll do. Let's make that. Let's put that on all slides. Here's what it is. Okay, so content. What do we got? I want to add a benefit slide ahead of what we're going to cover, just to get them pre-excited so they understand the 3 core benefits that this strategy is going to help them achieve. So please come up with 3 core benefits, and these want to tie into any masonry business's core desires. I like these 3 core reasons, like generate more high quality leads, increase your revenue and profitability, save time and streamline marketing efforts, but they sound quite generic. So can we make them speak their language more? Can we make it a little bit more layman's terms, like generate more high quality leads? Like, let's expand on that a little bit. You don't need the 3 bullet points underneath. I just want 3 points here, just 3 sentences only, and preferably not too long. So how do these relate to marketing? Or how do these relate to AI, for example? Can we relate them to AI in some sense? Like, save time and streamline your marketing efforts. Like, that in itself isn't very layman's terms. Like, yes, saving time is important, but can we relate it specifically to the pains of maybe automating your marketing efforts, or don't waste time on marketing efforts, or whatever that looks like? Just think about them. They're out, they're working on a job. They are very busy. They're very stressed. They don't want to have to be thinking about this stuff. How can we relate these statements to their specific desires whilst making them layman's terms as well? And if we can tie in AI, then great. I don't even know. You've got these as a statement and then a paragraph underneath. I just want these to be 3 short sentences. So the only thing that we've got on this page are 3 short sentences, please. Thank you. That's better. That's way better. This is what I mean. You see, you get the best prompt out of it if you just keep going. Get more masonry jobs without spending hours on marketing. Boost your profits without raising your prices. I'm not sure if I like that one. Okay, what you will achieve. Get more masonry jobs, start spending hours on marketing. Gain a competitive edge in the local market. Social media. Gain a competitive edge in the local market. Now let's work on the power of AI slide. So I would like you to come up with a better statistic. So give me like 5 options of some really great statistics that show the power of AI and using it in business for lead generation and growing. Whoa, that's a big stat. Businesses that use AI for lead generation see an increase of 59% in conversions. Is that a genuine stat from Salesforce? Can you confirm that that is a real statistic that Salesforce published on number 1? Okay, I mean, that's not good, is it? Can you find me a specific reference to a statistic that is similar to this? I want to express how valuable AI is when used for lead generation or just increasing revenue. I need a really solid statistic that I can use on a presentation that expresses this. Please give me 5 options and make sure they are genuine. Companies using AI and B2B lead generation report up to us B2B lead generation. Damn. Okay, we're taking it. We put a link to the state of sales. There you go. I'm going to use that quote. So that's what we're going to use. We've reiterated again and again. So businesses using AI for lead generation see a 59% increase in conversions and a 58% increase in revenue. And then we're going to put a link. There you go. Cool. And then what we're going to do. So what I'm going to do is, so we've got what we're going to cover, the power of AI in 2024, your untapped opportunity, free strategies to grow masonry strategies to grow right now. Okay. Businesses using AI for lead generation see a 59% increase in conversions, 58% increase in revenue. Then the next thing we've got is your untapped opportunity. So we're reiterating what the opportunity, this is the broad opportunity. This is their opportunity. So we're going to say most of your competitors aren't leveraging AI marketing yet. This won't be true for long. Scarcity there as well. So we make that desire. Then we're going to have logos of competitors. This is going to be a good one. And then we're going to send over, it's going to be strategy 1. So we're going to have the 3 strategies. So I don't feel good about those strategies at the moment. So I don't feel good about the 3 strategies you've sent over. Can you please make sure that you rewrite those? By free, I mean the letter free, not free as in no cost. Jesus. Okay, that'll do. Right, so please change those 3 strategies. Give me 5 options. In fact, give me 10 options total, and I will choose the 3 strategies off the back of it. For example, AI automated appointment setting. We ideally want these to be things that the business owner can implement themselves. And so if you're creating a strategy, make sure that you're only doing it if it's something that we can reference quickly for the business owner to implement. Maybe we give them a link of how they can implement it themselves, for example. AI ad copy. Oh, go away. AI ad copy, email marketing, social media marketing. Chatbot. I think I like chatbots. I think that's simple. Voice search, no. Reputation, no. Lead scoring, no. Okay. What about these 3? Why don't we do AI-powered chatbots for their website, so they no longer have to respond to customer queries first of all, and we can preload it with information, so basic questions can be answered by AI, and then only when someone is ready for a quote can does the human have to take over. Then number 2 would be AI lead generation bot. So this would be
running ads to generate leads, and then an AI bot having a conversation with those leads in order to get them booked in. And then number 3 would be social media content creation. So they can be posting on social media regularly without having to spend hours coming up with content ideas. We can build them a content system that'll allow them to post regularly on content without having to come up with ideas themselves. Okay, I would like you to make these much more layman's terms. So I would like you to make each of these strategies incredibly simple to someone who doesn't understand this technology. Remember the ICP here and who we're speaking to. So a AI lead generation bot, instead we want to call this automatic customer finding bot or something along those lines. Just make sure you understand that the tonality wants to be very simple and not in any way marketing jargon. Okay, so 24/7 customer help bot, automatic customer finding bot, not sure I like that. Okay, so we've got 24/7 customer help bot, we've got automatic lead generation bot, we have social media content creator. 24/7 AI customer help. I wonder if I'm overcomplicating this by giving 3 strategies here. I wonder whether it'd actually be better to make this simpler. So like it could be overcomplicating to give them multiple strategies. It might be easier just to be focused on one thing to not overcomplicate. So maybe it would be that like an AI chatbot on their website and a lead generation bot and social media content. Like it's a lot, you know, it's a lot of things to consider. So I wonder if these things can marry into each other. So I'm thinking that it's possible that this could confuse the person if we consider that the ICP are not particularly tech savvy, and therefore if they see, and if they haven't used AI before, and they suddenly see that we're suggesting an AI customer help bot, an automatic lead generation bot, and a social media content creator, this is going to be pretty overwhelming for them. I'm thinking maybe we just need to reveal maybe one main strategy to them. There could be multiple elements to it, but maybe one main strategy that just makes it really attractive for them and desirable for them to start using AI. So I wonder if that would be best being an 24/7 lead generation bot, for example. And that lead generation bot handles both inbound inquiries and outbound inquiries from platforms like ads. What are your thoughts on this, and how can we best execute this? Okay, can you write 3 slides for that 24/7 lead generation bot? Okay, so I've literally got 5 minutes right now until I've got a group coaching call with one of our communities. And so it's very evident that this entire lead magnet isn't going to get done in this 60 minutes. So I really did attempt to do the impossible. It doesn't always work out the way that we want it to work out. And so what I'm going to have to do is make this 2 steps for you guys so you can, so we can go through this in more detail. But what I'm going to do right now, so my thought process is I really want this to be like, I want us to reveal this 24/7 lead generation bot, and I want them to be attracted to the idea of that. So basically, we're answering questions from potential customers visiting your website, getting them ready for a quote, and then it works around the clock so you never miss an opportunity to grow. We'll never miss an opportunity, and you can focus on fulfilling work. So we're reiterating those points, but I'm then thinking the next slide wants to be like a bonus, so it like touches on the strategy that we can use for that. So how we feed the bot is a bonus of how to feed the bot with leads, and we run them through a couple of strategies for that. And then the next thing is going to be next steps, how they can actually work with us. Okay, so I'm going to send this over to this, and we're going to just get out some final content for the bonus section. And then hopefully we can finish off this video with having all the content planned, and all I need to do is actually pull this thing together in the next video and actually finalize this lead magnet. Cool.
Okay, so part 2. This is actually a couple of days later from the footage you just seen, and I was going to break this into 2 different parts, but I'm going to put it all in one so we have the whole creation of this lead magnet in just one video. And so what I'm actually going to do just before I resume creating this lead magnet is I'm going to do a bit of strategy planning for exactly how I want this to actually work, because this magnet has, from memory, kind of molded into something different than I maybe initially had planned, and whilst we didn't have a concrete plan of whether this was going to be like a PDF or whether it's going to be like a presentation or a video, we're kind of now coming to terms with the fact that this is it's a slide deck really, with which can be turned into a PDF, but also could be turned into video format. And so I think it's important when we're doing these things and products mold into something different than they were originally planned, that we go through a good thought process of strategically planning the individual elements. Okay, so what we've basically got is, let's just have a little bit of have a look at our marketing flow. So we have our website, and then we have a lead magnet. Okay, and that lead magnet is currently it's an AI marketing strat. Okay, now I think it's important to know that, and I've probably mentioned this at some point in this video already, so apologies if I'm repeating myself at this point, but it is really important to note that this AI marketing strategy is just something we came off with just like that whilst recording this video, without having this huge amount of thought into it, and it's something that I think that will work really, really well. But there are many other lead magnets that we could launch, right? We could have like a masonry content, or like best performing masonry ads. Okay, I'm just going to think of these off the top of my head right now. We could have a scaling masonry scaling guide. Okay, we could have, what else could we have? We could have most effective masonry marketing strategies. Okay, and these are all kind of like ebook style. You could have some kind of a resource. It might even be like so it could be like a copy generator. It could be a tracking sheet. There are many different things that we could do and ways that we could provide value to this. And so, if you want me to create like an in-depth ideation video in the future, going through how to come up with ideas for things like this, then we can do that, and we can use the power of AI to help us with that process. But I just want to highlight that this AI marketing strategy thing is not just like the only strategy that would work in this instance. I just think it's a cool thing for us to play around with, and I think that it will work well. So we've got the lead magnet, okay, and so that's going to be delivered via so we've got traffic, which is going to be our website, and also outreach, and then we have lead magnet, which is AI marketing strategy. It's going to be so what's going to happen is they're going to opt in, and then I believe we're going to be able to AI generate this, or AI personalize. Okay, and then we're going to do this through using Zapier. I don't actually know that this is 100% possible, but we're going to go with it and see what we can do. And then, we could even go a step further. And so delivery is going to be it's going to be email. Okay, but you could say that the format, okay, it can either be delivered in like a PDF or link, or it could be a video. So we could even personalize, we could automate the video creation there as well. And so then the delivery is going to be, delivery is going to be via email. So that's how we're going to send it out to these guys. Okay. So at all stages here, and then there's probably some like remarketing to be done. So if they've opted into the lead magnet itself, then like there can be like, there can be remarketing. So we could have like an email flow. Okay. If we wanted, we could have an SMS flow.
ultimately trying to achieve here with all these things is we're trying to get booked call, right? That's our goal. We want to get a booked call. So we can achieve that in multiple ways. Sweet. And then you could argue, okay, let's plug the holes. What else? So we delivered it via email, or we could also say that we could also do appointment setting. So we're going to call the leads. So you can daily dial the leads. And again, try and book a call. So, hey, I've seen you opted in for our free AI marketing strategy. How have you got on with that? Position as like a customer service call. Would you be interested in us implementing XYZ, or would you be open to hearing about how we just generated this result for this business? Or we're actually just looking for one masonry company in the X area at the moment that we can implement this for. Would you be open to a quick conversation? That kind of a chat, right? So nice and casual. So this is how we're going to plug the holes. Just going to have a squeeze the juice, and this is just a normal flow. So this is going to give us just a bit of an idea as to what we're trying to achieve, and we'll build upon this a little bit as we progress. But really, this is kind of acting as a bit of a recap for me to know where we picked up or where we left off last time round. So we've got to creating the content. And what I'm going to do right now is I'm actually just going to go ahead and just finish this content myself. I don't think I need to document that process. Okay, so made some serious progress. The whole document is actually now created, and this is going to be really great as either a VSL, so video sales letter, or we can export this as a PDF and use it that way as well. So I'm going to run you through the doc and then just give you an idea of the psychology behind the slides and the ways that you could adapt this for yourself. So first slide, we've got the company's logo and an AI marketing strategy. So we've got that personalization from the start. I would recommend when doing anything like this that you do make it completely personalized. If it's just a blanket document, then, I mean, at scale, obviously, that's absolutely fine. But when you're smaller and we're trying to attract as many clients as possible and get the highest conversion rate, then it's always better to have personalization. So we've got Red Robin Masonry, AI marketing strategy. So what you will gain: more masonry jobs without spending hours on social media, a competitive edge in the local market by adopting AI, marketing on autopilot so you can focus on what you do best. So these are 3 specific pain points. So we've got more jobs, okay, we've got getting a competitive edge, and then we've got being able to focus on what they do best, like not having to focus on marketing. So what we're going to cover: power of AI in 2024, Red Robin's untapped opportunity, again, more personalization there, the best strategy to use right now. So businesses using AI for lead generation see a 59% increase in conversions and a 58% increase in revenue. We've got the source there as well, so we're getting them hyped up for it. Now, none of your competitors are using it yet. Okay, so this is key. This is a really interesting slide. So first of all, the design of this whole document isn't great. Like, obviously, I'm boshing this together for a YouTube video and I'm trying to do it in record-breaking times, right? But the design isn't beautiful, but it will certainly do the job. So none of your competitors are using it yet, and I've got a number of different competitors. These are all the main competitors that I could find on YouTube to Red Robin, so I just put in like Masonry Toronto, and so it's really important that when we're going through this and creating this document for each person, we're getting rid of the logo. We don't want the logo to be sat there, but we want this to be like, okay, shit, like Toronto Masonry, they're not doing this. Masonry, they're not doing this. Interesting. Now, the early bird catches the worm, okay, so you want to be the first. So this is the strategy. So we've got a 24/7 lead generation bot, and what we're going to be doing is it's going to be answering all your questions from potential customers, preparing them for a quote, and works around the clock so you never miss a job again, and automatically rejects time wasters so you can focus on fulfilling work. And I've got this mock-up here of a conversation I'll just quickly rustle together. So this is James from James Masonry. I saw you filled out a request form for a quote on a new wall. Thanks for reaching out. What's the ideal timeline for this? Ideally ASAP, so within the next 2 months. Okay, aiming for a quick turnaround then, great. Looking at in the diary, can we make this work? We can make this work. Could you tell me a little bit more about the wall, measurements, design, etc.? Will be 10 meters long at the front of my house, looking for electric gate to put this up to. Okay, cool. And then we've got this, we're saying a quick call. Mondays, our mornings, afternoons, or evenings better for you. So we've got this mock-up, and it's going to give them an idea. And then the bonus is like
this is how you fill the bot with leads. So we use Google search ads to, number one, hack your way to the top of the Google search on all masonry related searches, become the obvious choice in the local market above your competition, and create a predictable flow of new jobs. Okay. And so the way I created this and this WhatsApp one, I think I just Googled like WhatsApp image generator. I didn't keep the tab open. This one here is just like a Google Ads preview tools. It's on this website, Nordic Click here, and I just filled in the information there, and it's given me this mock-up. So best masonry companies in Toronto, and it's giving them that very clear picture of, okay, this is my company here, and this is actually now almost like it is a mock-up of them having a Google ad, so they can envision that for themselves. They can be like, wow, that would actually be really good if you put in top best masonry companies in Toronto. I come up to the top, and this is where this is the bonus, but this is us actually really just teasing our main service. Cool. And so we're like, you have two options. Number one, you can implement this yourself by heading over to Appointment-Wise for your bot. So this is actually my bot of choice when it comes to AI appointment setting. It's completely your choice. Like, you might have a different bot that you prefer to use that you've seen online. If you go over to YouTube, and if, let's say you are doing an AI appointment bot for whatever reason, make sure it makes sense for your niche, though. Don't just copy everything I'm going through. I'm trying my best in this series to really make you understand the reasons why I'm doing things. I don't want you guys just to be thinking now, oh, an AI marketing strategy is the best lead magnet of all time in SMMA. Absolutely not. There are probably 10 other lead magnets that will outperform this one. This is the first one that we come up with, and it's a good concept, right? But there are many other lead magnets out there, and please don't just get caught up on this. And I keep saying this again and again and again, but you have to use your own brain, use your own way of thinking. That's how you stand out in a marketplace. But if you are doing AI appointment bot, then Appointment-Wise is definitely my tool of choice. And so I'd recommend checking those guys out. I'll put a link in the description if you want to use them. But what we're doing here is we're giving them the option to go ahead and do it themselves, because we want to give them that value. We don't want it just to feel like, oh, this is just a sales message. So we've got the Appointment-Wise for the bot, and then Google Ads to launch your first campaign. And I'll link through to the Google Ads sign-up page. So we're like, cool, you can go ahead and you can do this yourself. Or you can schedule a free 20-minute consultation with Mason Flow and have a casual chat on how we can implement this system for you. Okay, so this is our first call to action, a free 20-minute call. It's a casual chat. We're diffusing it. We don't want it to feel like too salesy. So why work with us? Number one, we only partner with one masonry business per city. Don't let this be your competition. Okay, now with many of you guys, if you're working with, you could do two, but I actually do like the single specialization. If you're working with like one individual niche and you have niche down, it is nice to only work with one in a local area. That means your results are going to be better, but also you can leverage that when it comes to signing them up. So we partner with one. Don't let it be your competition. We create that scarcity there, and they're already thinking about these competitors. They're thinking, well, he's probably reaching out to these guys as well. I don't want him to work with them. So from a psychological standpoint, that'll work well. There'll be zero time investment from your side. And this AI system is only the start of how we can help you grow. We really only just tease Google Ads here. This is just the start of how we can help you grow, okay? Drop us a quick email or visit masonflow.ai/partners. Now, we could send this over as a PDF, and so we can go file, we can go download, we can go PDF, and we can attach this to emails and send it over to people who fill in the form, and we can be manually updating this yourself. So if you're not particularly tech savvy, you can go ahead, you can download that, you can update the logo, we can remove the competitor there, we can update this. It's going to take you 2 minutes per company who fills in the form to generate a new PDF yourself and make sure that, yeah, this is all completely personalized. I would say, though, that my gut when I've created this was I actually originally wanted to create, I'm going to come over to this camera now. When I originally went through this, I was like, I wanted to come up with a lead magnet that wasn't like a video or something along those lines. It was just like a downloadable resource that we could send over. So maybe it was like an ebook. But I just think going through now, it's because it's a strategy. I don't think it would be the best way to display the information, in the sense that we get the highest conversion rate and the information is absorbed in the way that we want it to. My gut tells me that creating this has really turned into a bit of a VSL. And so I believe the best way to deliver this information will be on a video of some way, shape or form. So you can go ahead and you can go and record a video yourself. And what I would recommend you doing is recording a video, which is, you can either do it manually for each of these. So You can go ahead and you can record a customized video for every person. So you can say, "Hi, John. So I'm making this video for Red Robin Masonry. This is your AI marketing strategy. This is what you're going to get out of this document today, or out of this video. What we're going to do is I'm going to teach you how to get more masonry jobs without spending hours on social media. I'm going to teach you how to get a competitive edge in the local market by adopting AI. And of course, how to put your marketing on autopilot so you can focus on what you do best." Let John understand you don't want to be spending your time on marketing, right? So I'm going to teach you today how you can implement AI and how this will do it for you. So what are we going to cover? First of all, the power of AI, so you get the idea. I'm going through this like a VSL, and I'm recording and just essentially reading through the slides, acting as my prompt as I progress. And we want this video to be a maximum, absolute maximum of 10 minutes, ideally 5 minutes. So you could do it that way, and you can record this video each time personalized. Now, what I would actually recommend for the way that you deliver this, let's say we are recording a video, and let's say hypothetically you are creating a lead magnet, which is along these lines, and you're not just copying me for the sake of it. What I would recommend you doing is recording this video for each and every person uniquely that comes in and fills in your form to request this marketing strategy. Because realistically, regardless of your outreach, regardless of your website and your inbound, you're going to be getting very few people requesting these lead magnets in the early stages, okay? Unless it's an exceptional sell, unless it's just like a no-brainer for people to opt into. It's a completely shiny wrapper and so on. So yeah, the likelihood is very few people are going to opt in. And so it makes sense for you to be spending the time to personally go in and record a brand new video for each individual person, because this is going to allow you through repetition to get really good behind a camera. You might be thinking, well, Jordan, why do I need to get good behind a camera? There are going to be so many times in your agency as you progress, maybe not in the early stages, but there are going to be so many times where being good behind a camera will come in handy. You're going to be sending Loom videos to the team. You're going to be creating internal training. You're going to be sending Loom videos to clients. You're going to be on meetings on Zoom, which is as good as being behind camera. And so it pays to get good and comfortable being behind a camera, okay? Understanding recording VSLs and sales psychology and just getting comfortable at that shit. And so through that repetition, it's a nice opportunity for us to practice and hone in on that skill, which will be very valuable for us down the line, okay? It's again taking that path of most resistance in this instance, so we can gain valuable experience that'll drip feed into the rest of the agency. Whereas most people will be thinking, how can I automate the shit out of this as soon as possible? And don't worry, I'm gonna run through that bad boy now. I'm gonna show you how I would automate the shit out of this. But I don't think that's the most valuable thing to do as a complete beginner. If you want to hone in your skills and you actually want to get good at this and not just rely on robots to do everything for you. So what is the robotic way? Okay, how can we actually fully automate this? Well, what you would do instead is you would record a video like this, a face-to-camera video, and you wouldn't screen record on something like Loom, okay? You'd still have the presentation up on screen so only you can see it, so it's acting as a prompt. And you would go through and you would read off the pages, and you would go through your little sales video, again, between 5 and 10 minutes, ideally 5. But you wouldn't mention any company names, and you wouldn't mention anything specific to that individual business, because you want that video to apply to absolutely anybody you send it to. And so then afterwards, we're going to take this video and we're going to edit it into the corner, okay, of a screen recording of the custom presentation. I hope you're following right now. So what that's going to do is have a generic video on a completely custom screen recording. And if we match those two together, then it's going to give us the illusion of creating a completely custom video for every person that we send this out to, okay? So, how do we do that? What I'd recommend you doing is heading over to my YouTube whenever you get the chance. If this is something that you want to do, and you can watch this video, I put it up nine months ago. This new AI tool will make you rich, okay? A company called RepliQ. This is one of many companies that will enable you to do this, okay? So you can see here, let me just see if I've got an example here. What RepliQ will do, there you go, we can see that here. So what RepliQ will do is give you the ability to upload, this is your pre-recorded video, this little thing here that you can see, me, but this is pre-recorded. And then this at the back here is automatically generated by RepliQ, okay, based on what we input it with. So we can have RepliQ automatically generate this presentation, okay, it can screen record going through, it can go on this and like, okay, cool, let's go through, yeah. And then it will stitch together this video on top of it. Okay, and you can do this through Replicoo directly. You can do this through many other tools. I don't care if you use Replicoo or anyone else. Like, it really doesn't bother me which tool you use. There are many different tools that will do this exact same thing. Have a look into whatever one you resonate with the most. I do not need your affiliate commission, and I don't want anyone thinking that I'd ever recommend a tool, which I never would, by the way. I would never recommend a tool just to get affiliate commission. I only recommend tools that I actually use myself, and if you want to use any other competitor of any of the softwares that I ever recommend, feel free. It has to be whatever works the best for you and whatever you resonate with the most. Okay, so this is our product. How much further should we go with this? So we've created the lead magnet, we've got the presentation itself. What I'm not going to do is go ahead and create all the email and SMS flows and so on in this video. If you would like me to go ahead and create an email flow for this, then yeah, please do let me know, and maybe we can do that in a future video. But for now, I'm not going to do that. We've gone through how to AI personalize, but we haven't gone through how to AI personalize the document itself. And okay, cool. So I suppose the next step then is, how do we AI personalize this? How can we make sure that this document, like let's say after we've accepted that we're going to go through and do this manually, because it is easy, we're just going to take that logo and replace it. We're then going to take that company name, we're going to replace it. And I'm also just going to make sure the competitor's company name isn't on here, or logo isn't there. That's a very easy way to manually update this. But we can automate this process as well. And for those of you like techie guys, then we can run through how to do that right now. And so the tool that you're going to want to use is called Zapier. Okay, and so let me just get into my Zapier account. Okay, so Zapier is a tool that marries up two different softwares, okay, and it says if this happens over here, then do this over here. And so in this instance, we're going to have the trigger being set as a form being filled in on Go High Level, and then what we want it to do is create a new presentation on Google Slides off the base of the information that we get. And so I haven't created this specific automation before, so I don't know how well this is going to go. So as with everything, let's just stumble through it and see what happens. First thing I'm going to need to do though is go over to High Level and log into our accounts. One moment. Okay, so we're in the Mason Flow account. I'm going to go on to Form Builder, and then we've got our free AI marketing strategy. And actually, no, I don't want to do that. I want to go on automations. We want to set up an automation that says when someone fills in that form, okay, we're going to trigger an automation to add someone onto the pipeline. So AI marketing strategy. So what I did there, just for you guys, I know I just work quick on this stuff. We're going to automations, get create workflow, and then we've just got a new workflow here. Okay, so we're going to call this AI marketing strategy. New trigger. It's going to be form submitted. And we're going to save, and we're going to make sure that the form, we want that to be the right form. Okay, so add a filter. Form is, we want it to be the free AI marketing strategy. Cool. And now what we want to do is we want to add opportunity on a pipeline. So we're going to create an opportunity, and we're going to do our, before we do that, let's go ahead and create a new pipeline stage. So let's go opportunities, pipelines. Let's create a new pipeline for now, and let's do the AI marketing strategy. And then we're going to have to do initial opt-in, and then cool. We can do different stages along lines. But just for now, just for the sake of this automation, so we don't get stuck on this. Let's just have that. Let's set up an automation. Let's put me over there, not in the way. So we're going to create an opportunity, and we're going to do it in that pipeline. It's going to be initial opt-in. The opportunity name can be the contact first name, full name, and then we're good to go. Okay, so let's see what else, if that works as a trigger. So I'm going to save that, and I'm actually then going to test this out, most importantly, just to make sure that this trigger is actually working.
in the way that we want it to, and we can actually get the information out of it that we want. So if we go over to this lead magnet, oh, you know what, easiest thing to do is just fill in the form direct. So right, to a number in there, that is not my real number, so don't call it, because some poor bastards can get spammed by you guys. Okay, claim the free strategy. Oh, of course. Claim the free strategy. Okay, sweet. Now, what information are we going to be fed by this? So let's just have a look at this and just make sure the submission is coming through. We do have a submission. Okay. And now if we go over to Zapier, and we set up a trigger, we're going to set the trigger as lead connector. And we're going to do pipeline stage changed as the trigger event. We're then going to use the account that we actually do use. Okay. Now we're going to have to connect a new account because this is a new high level. So if we go down to settings and then we go integrations, it's going to be API keys. There you go, generate key. Take that. Let's go back onto Zapier. Connect a new account. Okay, got a new account. So in pipeline stage, AI marketing strategy, move to stage, initial opt-in. Let's see what information this actually pulls in. Hopefully it gives us the information that we actually want. So we've got website there as well. Contact source. Tell you what we don't have is company name. We've got the website, but we need company name really, don't we? So let's go back on high level. We need company name to import the correct field for this one here. Okay, we're going to submit that. Now when we go back over to Zapier, and if we do another test, going to find a new record. Okay, there we go. Have we got that red brick masonry somewhere? Yes, company name, perfect. So now we've got the information we want, and so now we're going to go Google. The trigger is now going to be Google Slides. And the event is going to be create presentation from template. We're going to use our account, and the presentation is going to be, okay, title a new presentation is going to be, we'll do their company name, and then AI marketing strategy. Okay, let's do that. And then, is it shared? Yes, we want it to be shareable. Template presentation. That's the only thing. This isn't a template. This is, we need to make this template. So the thing I'm getting stumped on here is the logo. We're not going to be able to pull the logo from the website. In fact, like if I had more time on this, I could definitely pull the logo from some kind of automation. There'll be like a logo extraction tool that we can connect to Zapier. But again, we're kind of pretty short on time, so I haven't got the time to do that right now. But you could definitely use a logo extraction tool. What I'm going to do instead is have the company name imported from the field that we've already got, because we've already got that. So go over to the Zap. What is the company name import field? So what you're going to use simple merge field. So this is what we would use when it comes to like email outreach as well. So it's a simple merge field. if I put that there, in fact, let me just do it as a company. This is going to be company, I need these side by side ready, company underscore name. There you go. Okay, so you could do a logo. I just want to give you an idea just how we can automate this stuff as much as possible. So, in the quickest time possible, I don't have the time. So again, we've got a company name here. Okay. And then, what else have we got? Logo's still going to have to be the only manual thing that we do. You could argue that you could just do this as well, but that's fine. And rest of it, that's going to be a difficult one. That's going to have to be manual as well. We can't automate that process unless, there's going to be no way that they've gotten that as API automation. But again, there are ways around this. There are many tools that you can use which will allow you to create a template and then import field this. You would definitely be able to import that. It's very rare that someone will be spending this short amount of time on creating a lead magnet, but just to give you an idea, there's absolutely nothing on here that couldn't be automated with the right amount of time spent onto this. If I was dedicating an entire day to this process, then I could definitely do the logo, we could definitely do even this, we could definitely do this as well, but we're just time-based. We don't have the time right now, and so we'll keep those things manual. But you 100% will be able to automate that process. So that's all we've got for now. It was just literally just those two company name fields. So just give you a basis, I suppose, on what you can do, and you guys can build out and be as in depth and inventive with this as you want to. Okay, because you've got the time and I don't. Okay, so presentation title is going to be AI marketing strategy, and then we've got company name there. And so company name field comes up, which is what we entered. And we are going to go for red brick masonry. We're going to hit continue, and then we're going to test that step. And what that's then going to do is, in theory, it's going to create this document. Okay, so let's go over to Google Slides and see if that document has been created. Okay, let's have a look what we've got. Look at that. Red brick masonry. Hey, come on. So, simple. So, through automation, we've managed to import these fields, and we've managed to create this completely custom document now with a custom title, etc. And so, that's pretty cool, right? And so, next step from this would be, okay, cool, well, there's a couple of different things that we can do. We can go ahead and we can obviously go and change the logos ourselves and make sure that we download this document as a PDF. We can send it over that way. Or we can, you might even be able to go a step further and take this document here and actually download. So can we download Google slide as PDF as API? Can we do that? Use PDF output from Google. How to export Google Slides to PDF. So what can we do? Well, we can just use the share link. Try finding Google Slides in G Drive using G Drive find file action. That'll return a PDF version of the Google Slides. And okay, fine, interesting. So now if we just go, it should actually already give us like an output by the sounds of things. So we should already here somewhere have an output for the file itself. So let's just see what that would look like. So the next thing we could do is we could go back and we could set an action. Maybe we'll be able to get lead connector. So this lead connectors go high level, by the way, just to create confusion. Maybe at this stage we can get it to go ahead and create. Maybe it can go ahead and it can send an email from lead connector from Go High Level directly to deliver this, or we might need to deliver it by Gmail. it doesn't look like we can set that prompt up. We can add it to an opportunity. So we could add it to an opportunity. We could change the pipeline stage. So we could now just say, okay, cool. Well, what's going to happen now is we're going to mark the lead. We're going to move the lead to pipeline stage delivered. Okay. So it knows that we've created the automation and we've gone ahead and we've delivered that. So we could certainly do that if we wanted to. So you could just go pipeline. We could just go email, so it recognizes who we're actually trying to pull in here, and mark as a lead true, and yeah, that's fine. In fact, we don't even need to, yeah, we can put the email, we can put the phone, then full. In fact, we don't need to, we can just do the email address. And so we're doing stage delivered, so we can change the pipeline stage, cool, and we can test that step, and it will move the lead over to the correct successful, that's fine. And now what we could do is we could also send over the email via something like Gmail instead. So Gmail, can't help myself. I want this video to be nice and seamless, but it's not how this shit goes, you know. It just doesn't work like this. When you're creating an automation, you're like, let me try this, let me try that, let me flick around these little things, you know, just fannying around with things and just to find the way it works. And believe me, I'm doing much less of it right now as I would if I was actually going ahead and creating this. But I'm wondering now if we can, if there's like a, if there's a Google Drive, like is there like, I wonder if there's like a send documents. What can we do there? No, there's not like a, there's no way we can automate this through Go High Level. Out of interest, if any of you guys think there is, then do let me know. So it's going to have to, the email's going to have to be delivered via Gmail. So it's going to have to be like event, Gmail. It's going to then be send email. Okay, this is if we're delivering this as like a PDF, by the way. If we're doing the video, it will be a bit different. I can run through that in a second. So it's going to be to, and it's going to be this email here. It's then going to be CCing in, and we can CC ourselves in. Okay, so you can put your own email address in there, just so you can get a copy of them every time they're delivered. I'd recommend doing that. It's going to be coming from, and then whatever email you're trying to send it from. And then obviously from name is going to be you, or it could be Mason Flow. And then we've got subject, it's going to be, okay, and then body text along the lines of hey, and then we can have first name, hope you're well, as promised, here's your completely customized AI marketing strategy that you opted in for. This isn't going to be the best email in the world. We cover okay, so the link, and then we've got conscious of time again. We keep running out of time, don't we, guys? What do we got? Export links, plain text. What's that? How does that? Let's have a look at that. Let's see if that's. Can I copy that? Right, that's TXT, but it's got to be PDF. Hey, there we go. Look at that. Come on. Come on. Let's go. So we've got that there. We've got our PDF. That's nice. So this is if we are sending as PDF. Obviously, we don't have to do this. We could be doing our video format. And again, I'll run through that in a second. So we've got link. Bosh. In the strategy, we cover, I think it makes sense to tease the content a little bit. I think that would be appropriate. So what do we cover? What are the main things? So we've got, let's do these ones because they're more selling points. Okay, so we're going to keep it really simple. No sales jargon and so on. It's just going to be like, hey, first name, hope you're well. As promised, here's your complete customized AI marketing strategy that you opted in for. Link. Using this strategy, you will gain you will get automation and jobs about competitive edge, marketing on autopilot. Don't hesitate to reach out if you have any questions at all. All the best, Jordan, founder. I'm adding this just as an example for you guys. I'm not going to actually leave that in there, but like you could have it in a PS. People always gravitate to the PS. If you've got any case studies, then you can have PS. We recently achieved X for Y. So we've got that's like no call to action, but we've got a little tease, and as we're delivering this, we're like, we recently did this for this person. Okay, so we've got a little case study there. And also, of course, if you do have results, we're doing this on the basis of a brand new agency. If you do have results, then after this slide, so like just after this one here, we can take this and we can get rid, and then we can go case studies. Okay, so we could then be like 1, 2, 3 case studies, and we could have them in our presentation, and then bosh, this is going to massively increase the credibility of this strategy that we're teaching. And so we always want to do stuff like that. Cool. So that is. Should we test this? Let's see what we've got. Nice, instant. Your free AI marketing strategy. I'm actually going to personalize the subject line. But hey, Jordan, hope you're well. As promised, here's your completely customized AI marketing strategy. There it is, attached. Le bosh. Simple. This is a very, very simple opt-in for this niche. Executed beautifully, if I may say so myself. And there we have it. So, okay, we could have first name there. You could have company name, but I think it's more personal to have that first name. So I'm going to skip that test, and we've got that working there. We've also then got the pipeline stage that has changed. Let's just make sure that automation triggered as well. So where were we? So we've got this, go back. We've got opportunities. We've got AI outreach. There we go. So we sat there in delivered because we were initial opt-in. We're now in delivered. So if for whatever reason someone gets stuck, we can have them there. Awesome. So that is how we automate this entire process if we're delivering this PDF. Okay, so we're just sending over this value document that someone can open up. And the document in itself is valuable. Maybe we want to change a little bit of the terminology to make sure it flows even better. But that is how the most basic form and how we would deliver this. What I would actually do, let me just think. What I would do is actually create a delay. I think what we want this to feel like is we're creating it for them. And so what we could do is we could do delay for, and then we could delay it for, let's say, I don't know, you could delay for 12 minutes. Something like that. So if you wanted to, this is optional. Basically, after we've created the presentation, we're going to delay sending it out to them. And then it's going to feel more like somebody has actually gone ahead and created this document for them on their behalf. Now, if we want to, and we were going to be following the process of, let's just make this split screen with what we've got going on here. If we're going to go through the process of, like we've said, and we could AI personalize this, but using like video, for example, this could be a video link. And all we would simply need to do is add in an additional step here for based on whatever tool we're planning on using for that. Okay, so that might be Replicue, that might be another tool, synthesizer, or something along those lines. And so all we would do is we would create a presentation, and we would add another step in there, which is then going to send this PDF presentation or a link of it to whatever relevant tool you're using. It needs to obviously have the ability to read presentations. If you want to figure out some of the tools that you could use for that, you can go into ChatGPT or Claude. And so we would just add that step there, and then it would then go create a video for us. So we've got another step. And then the next step would be in sending that email with, instead of using the direct link of the Google slide, we are using the direct link of the video that was automatically generated in whatever AI tool we use to create that video. But it is completely your choice on what way you would go ahead and deliver this lead magnet. Sweet. So I'm out of it, guys. I've got a huge amount of work that I need to crack on with, so I hope you've had a huge amount of value in us creating this lead magnet. If you would like me to create the email flows and the SMS flows and maybe a little bit of the dialing, then absolutely we can go ahead and do that. If enough of you guys comment down below and are hungry for us to go ahead and create that side. If you would like me to create the ad strategy, again, let me know down below. Let me drop a comment down below saying you want another episode. Enough of you do so. I will make sure I create that content for all of you, so we can go ahead and we can continue building this thing out. So next video, if we do create it, will be developing ad strategy, writing further scripts, and then I suppose
maybe if I've got time, we can go ahead and we can do a launch strategy as well. And finally, for those of you that haven't entered yet, drop a comment anyway, because I'm going to give away this entire agency, the whole lead magnet, all the automations to one of you guys completely for free. I'm going to give you a brand new MacBook Pro and set you up with 12 months access to high level, so you've got everything you need in order for you to go out there and start an agency of your own. Well, not start one, because I've already started it for you. You can just take over from a multi-7-figure agency owner, so you know you're set up for success. See you soon, guys. Take care. Bye-bye.